What's up, ninjas? Mr. Dusty here in the Ninja Bus, and I want to talk to you today about the third tier of our violence training. So I've talked about the first one being that solo type training that you're just trying to figure out how the movements relate to your body. The second tier is working with a compliant training partner to get to feel how the movements and everything relate to a secondary body. And so today is the third tier. Third tier is a non-compliant training partner. So there's a couple ways this can happen. One of our favorite is what we call sparring. Sparring is a term that means playing. It means to play. If I spar you, I'm playing with you. So in sparring, and honestly in randori, which means chaos winning, chaos overcoming, in these aspects, your training partner has their own goals that they are trying to achieve. It could simply be to shut down what you're doing. It could be that they have a specific mindset they're trying to express. But the point is, they are not going to just let you do something. They're not going to throw a punch out there and then just leave it for you to do a million things to them. They're going to throw a punch and pull it back and throw another one, and they're going to try to achieve their goals at the expense of yours. That sound good? If my goal is to beat you up, your goal is to defend yourself, I want to stop your defense from working so that I can achieve my goals. This is that tier 3. So some ways we can do this. Really simple when we first get into it. It is going to be that transition from level 2 or tier 2 where I'm 100% letting you do something. The next half step is I'm throwing you a different attack that requires the same concept, but then when we fully move to tier 3, I'm going to throw an attack that I'm really hoping you don't defend. So that might mean that if I'm throwing a straight punch at you and you're trying to perform a slip and slap or a yokuto type response, I'm not going to leave it out there. I'm going to pull it back. I'm going to throw a second one. I'm going to throw a combination, 1, 2, 3, trying to get my results. This is not competitive. That's one of those things that it gets really easy to think about being competitive because I'm trying to win, you're trying to win. This is more at this tier 3. This is more us trying to have an experience. Can I overcome what you're trying to do to achieve my goals? It might mean that I'm going for a submission and you're trying to just slip out of it. It might mean that I'm trying to trick you into defending incorrectly against an attack. I fake high and then go low. Okay? So this tier 3 can be a whole lot of fun with the right training partners. I have got a collection of training partners that sometimes that's just what we do because we got together. We throw some gloves on and we go to town. Okay? This tier 3 does require some safety equipment, whether it's gloves, helmet, shin protectors, chest protectors, just because we're upping the ante. It's really easy for a mistake to happen at this tier 3 and for accidents to happen. I've got this beautiful crooked nose because of an accident happened at this tier 3 type training. I evaded a punch, but the direction I evaded set me up to take a knee, and instead of to the knee to the stomach, I took a knee to the face. And when I came back up, ready to go, my teacher said, "Stop, Dusty, go get cleaned up." And I was like, "No, I keep going, sir." And I hadn't noticed, but by the time I walked in the bathroom to check what was wrong, I had a bloody nose, and I could see my nose. It had been broken to a point where I could physically see it. Take a second and try to see your nose. You cannot. If you close one eye, you can maybe kind of look over and see it, but you're looking really far over. Same thing with either eye, but if you have them both open, you cannot see your nose. I mean, I guess if it came out like Pinocchio, you could, but you cannot see your nose. So you can imagine just how crooked my nose was from that knee that I could see it. And that's the consequence. That's why we wear safety equipment. That's why we smile and know that the person that I'm training with is not really trying to hurt me. They're trying to test me. They're trying to push my limits. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean that we're just reaching out there, slap fighting, and just trying to play tag. Playing tag is not the same, because if I punch you in the chest with an intention for tag, and I've just tapped you and pulled it back, your body's not going to respond the same way as if I really sink it in there. So we still have to have the intention. We just have to have levels of safety. Okay? So, Tier 3, non-compliant uke. That might mean that they are just there to stop your stuff. You can say, hey, today I want to look at some Tier 3 training, and I want to focus on Kubinage, and you're going to try to stop me. So they'll let you set it up, but then they'll try to shut you down. Or they may not even let you set it up. You may have to find ways to set it up from a weird angle, from a weird scenario. Okay? That's them using their training to test you. So keep that in mind. Tier 1, solo training, your body in relation to only your body. Tier 2, paired partner training with your body in relation to a compliant uke that's letting you do stuff. Tier 3, non-compliant uke. This is when you get to learn how to make it work, no matter what your training partner is doing. Okay? All right, keep that in mind. That's the third tier of violence training, and I'll see you on the mats.